Take one. Hi, my name is Samantha Tan. I'm 26 years old from Toronto, Canada. I am a professional race car driver, team owner of Samantha Tan Racing, and BMW M Motorsport ambassador. So I attribute my racing passion to my father. Although he was never a racer himself, he was a very big car enthusiast, very big Formula One fan. So I grew up going to a lot of track days and car meets with him, sometimes watching F1 at our local BMW dealership. And it wasn't until I was old enough to reach the pedals that I really got into racing. He had enrolled me in a lot of performance driving schools when I was a teenager because he really wanted me to learn proper car control, especially, living in Canada, our terrible winters. He really wanted me to learn, how to handle the car when it's got understeer, oversteer, emergency braking, all of that.
Yeah, that's how it started. So it wasn't really a goal to make her become a race car driver. It was more like when she started racing, it was more like, yeah, let's see if she likes it and if she has the talent for it. That's how it all started.
At the end of one of the programs, I got taken out in my very first race car with a pro driver, and just the intense braking, the acceleration, the G-forces. I remember having the biggest smile on my face. Like, I was grinning ear to ear, having the time of my life. And as soon as I stepped out of that car, I remember telling myself, like, oh, maybe I want to be a race car driver as well. And that's what really catapulted me into the world of racing.
This was the first year she was racing professionally. And I think she was 16 at this time. We were testing the Mini Cooper that time. Yeah. That was her first race car.
That was my...
Like professionally.
Yeah, my dad is my rock, for sure. I mean, he's been there with me since day one. I know that he is my biggest supporter and he's one of my biggest role models as well. He's taught me everything I know, and so I can't think of a better father, for sure.
People tell me she's very pretty. I think it's fair to say that I push her a lot, and she's delivered. I'm a very lucky parent to have such a talented race car driver. Yeah, I'm very proud of her.
Thank you. We don't talk about our feelings that often, as you can see. But I think that's like typical Asian parenting.
After bottles of wine, I think I get a little emotional, so.
I have faced a lot of adversity over the years. As you know, motorsport is mainly a male-dominated industry, and I remember when I first started, often being the only girl in the paddock. I remember recently I had a reel that went viral, and somebody had actually commented, "Oh, what a disadvantage it must be to both be Asian and a woman." And to me, that just shows that we still need so much more representation and change in the sport today. But the way that I deal with that is proving it out on the track. To me, it's very important to show this kind of representation and to continue normalizing this. How are we going to dismantle these harmful generalizations if we're not, continuously telling the story of successful women or women in places of power? So to me, I think it offers a very unique perspective, and I think it's something that we need to continue to celebrate to be able to, normalize this in the sport. We had the incredible honor of receiving the first 2 customer M4 GT3s in the world. We actually took delivery at the Weld, had your very traditional, European delivery, got to actually drive it around the Weld as well. And I just remember the emotions I felt in the moment. And to finally also being the first win with the M4 GT3, it's almost like fate would have it, right? I mean, it was just surreal for me, especially BMW being such a big part of my journey as a race car driver. To learn that I would forever be a part of the BMW history books was just very near and dear to my heart. I think the BMW that is most near and dear to my heart is my current BMW M. I mean, as I said previously, it's the car I learned manual in, it's the car that catapulted me into the car community and took it to my first racing school. And for me, I received that car when I was in my teenage years, and I just remember that car was my escape from reality.
And I hope you can take it. I hope you can take it all. I'm too good to you.
I have a very small friend group. I like to keep a very core group, but friendship is very, very important to me. They're the people who also, keep me grounded and remind me when, I can't remind myself that I am good enough, and they really are my support system, so. My ultimate goal in racing is to be the first Asian woman to win Le Mans, and every single career choice has been to achieve that goal. So Neil joined the team pretty much halfway through the season, started at VIR, and immediately, we clicked right away. We have a very good working relationship, and I feel like we've been able to maximize every single session that we've had together. He's a very good teacher. He knows how I work, so it's been a pleasure working alongside him, and he's competing in his very first 24-hour Daytona next weekend. I'm very excited to go support him and hopefully, cheer him on to the win.
Hey, yo, we won.
If I were to describe Sam, it's a good one.
Spicy.
I would say energetic.
Really?
Yeah, not in the mornings. Not in the mornings. Anytime before 10 a.m. on the race weekends, sleepy girl. But after that, she's got energy. Normally takes 1 or 2 Celsiuses, and then she's got energy.
2. Heart rate will be up here. Live from the pit lane. We're at the 24 and 25 pit box. There's the car. We're good. No, not right now.
It's really cool for BMW to come out with this LMDH car, especially returning to the top class at Le Mans, for example, and in WEC. So I think it's really cool to have been able to experience the progress of this car and being able to see them firsthand. I'm looking forward to cheering them on at Le Mans this year, and hopefully one day I get to drive them. I remember almost gave up my whole racing career in 2017 when I had my very first big crash. I was in the M235, I was at Road America. I remember trying to take the kink flat and unfortunately understeering and hitting the wall at 100 miles per hour and having my confidence shattered. And in that moment and in that week, just trying to recover myself and regain the confidence I needed to keep going. And I'm really glad I did, because it's obviously led to this, and I'm very proud of myself for all the obstacles I've overcome over the past few years, and to be formally a part of the BMW family, it's a dream come true. My advice to any aspiring racer is that it's going to be an uphill battle. There's going to be a lot of challenges, put up against you, but don't give up. And if you can't, find the budget right away, try to work your way into the paddock, go to local race events, put your name out there, talk to teams. If you can't afford to get on the track, try to find the budget to get a sim and just get your feet wet in any way you possibly can. Seize every opportunity, literally. And yeah, don't give up. Keep chasing your dreams.